Hey there, hello, how are you doing? Great to have you here. Definitely. Well, are you just like me taking in all the Beatles Revolver stuff? Oh my gosh, wow. I am really overwhelmed with this incredible box set, and we're going to dive into this a little bit and talk about it and kind of discuss some of the things. And I definitely want to hear from you of what you think of this Revolver box set. Did you get the CD one, or did you get the vinyl, or did you get the deluxe, or did you just get the regular? There were so many different variations of this. But I hope whatever copy you got came in. I've got a little bit of notes here and stuff like that, but we'll go over those in a couple minutes. But there's my deluxe box set, and also just for fun, I thought I'd show my Corgi that I've got as well, of Revolver, when that came out. So that was a couple of years ago when that did come about. And also, this came in after I did my video, and this is, I still have my price tag on it. This is the Revolver single album with the tote bag, and I still have not decided if I'm going to open this or not. Still kind of on the fence. But anyway, yeah, kind of neat, kind of nice, and I'm really glad to get that. Like I said, so if you're out looking for that, there's the price, so you kind of get an idea, maybe if you're shopping for this, what to pay for it. Just kind of helping you out there if you're looking for that. If not, oh well. So what do you say we dive right into this incredible, phenomenal album? And starting off with, I'm going to go for the mono, which originally, when this album did come out, originally it was in mono. It took much longer for America to come out with the stereo. So the mono pressing is really, for the ears, I think, the better vinyl to listen to, because you're listening to kind of the original of the whole thing. But anyway, we'll get into that here in a little bit more. I really enjoyed the mono. The mono, I've always been a stereo person. You know, you couldn't define anything better than stereo. And in America, our country, maybe you're watching from a different country, which I do have a lot of viewers from different countries. Mono might have been more prevalent in your country, to where America, stereo was the way to go. And stereo was phenomenal. Fantastic, and I really enjoy the stereo mix. But like I said, the mono just seemed to be a little bit sharper, a little bit smoother of a mix, and I enjoyed every one of the songs, from Taxman to Eleanor Rigby to Tomorrow Never Knows is fantastic in mono. It's a much different sounding Tomorrow Never Knows in mono. And it just really just blends. I'm not going to go through each and every one of the songs. It kind of gets to be a little tedious, because you really, my opinion, you know, I'm not going to rate them or anything like that, because, you know, it's just every single one of the songs on Revolver, I feel, is a number 10. So to put the Beatles in a category and say, okay, Yellow Submarine's number 3, you know, it's kind of hard to put the Beatles in a category, because the Beatles, to me, stand out further than any other band out there. Yes, I do like a lot of other bands from the 60s and collect a lot of that. But the Beatles are kind of my go-to. So to put them in a number category, that's why you never really see my videos along the lines of rating and all that kind of stuff. And for those of you who do it, and I watch your videos, of those of you who number your stuff and put the albums in categories and put them in numbered order, you know what I'm saying. That's perfectly fine. You know, I thoroughly enjoy it. I really think it's great. But that's not my bag, baby. Yeah. It's Austin Powers. So, yeah, I really enjoy watching your videos. I'm just going to leave it at that, because so many more of you do it much better than I'll ever do it. Next up, I'm going to just talk briefly about the stereo. The stereo was really good. I enjoyed a lot of it. The new mixes that Giles did on both the stereo and mono are just absolutely fantastic. I feel as if this is the best box set to date. The others were very good. The other Beatle box sets were good, but the Revolver one just happens to stand out, just really tremendous. And like I said, the stereo mixes are really, really good, but some of the songs sound just a little bit flat to me for some reason. And I played them a couple times, and I probably need to do it by listening to it on the headphones. I'll probably do that after I do this video. But Yellow Submarine, to me, that song stands out as very flat, very kind of just, yeah, flat. I can't think of another word than flat, but flat. So, you know, it's like I said, this is a great stereo mix, and the CDs, I haven't gotten the deluxe CD set yet. I'm just kind of slow going, but I'm still, this is hard to talk, for me, this is hard to talk about because so many people have already done reviews and so many people have already talked about this album to where I'm probably a slower processor than everybody else in the VC. I'm still processing and listening and taking it in and kind of soaking it in before I make judgment on a song, and I'm probably still there. I may say, oh man, did you listen to Tomorrow Never Knows, or did you listen to this song Taxman, or you know, another song. You know, I'm still kind of putting words together, and I'm not the best at doing reviews. But we'll plunge through it. So and also I've got my notes here, which kind of helps me because that really just kind of helps me along. Like I said, I enjoyed the mono and I enjoyed the stereo, but this, for me, this is why I got this set. I really was looking forward to the outtakes. I love the demos. I love the outtakes. I love take 1 through 5, or 5 take 7, or take 9, or take 12, or whatever it is. And they really did a very beautiful job on the packaging of this. Such a beautiful inside picture there. And you've got many, many, many different tracks on here of this album. Some of the ones that really stand out, like Tomorrow Never Knows, take 1, was, I love to hear all take, I mean, regardless of whatever song it is, you know, throughout this whole album. Take 1 of anything is fun to listen to because you get a totally different perspective and you feel like you're right there in the studio with the Beatles as they are performing and working it out. Hey, we can work it out. Yeah, don't know it. Anyway. So for me, the outtakes is worth every single penny. And I feel as if this was the holy grail of the box set. Yeah, the stereo and the mono are fantastic, and don't get me wrong, I thoroughly enjoyed those. But for me, plunging into this box set with listening to some of the songs on this also, like And Your Bird Can Sing, Take 2. I mean, that's just neat. It's just fun. And we got a little bit of taste of that song on the Beatles Anthology when they did that, and John's laughing in the track, and, you know, they're just having fun. I mean, these guys are just young guys at this time. You know, they're kind of more middle-aged, you know, getting there, kind of a little bit older than teenagers, but still, you know, they're really, the Revolvers at their prime. Tour dates are still going on, yes. They're kind of winding down, that's for sure. But Your Bird Can Sing was just terrific. And there's many different versions on this box set, if you go the CD route or if you go the vinyl route. And there's nothing wrong with getting the CDs. I mean, I'm probably going to get the set as well. And it just all depends on your financial, the way you are. Please, whatever you do in getting this, the CD or the vinyl or whatever, take your time in buying them. Don't go into debt just to buy these. I don't feel as if any band or anything is worth going into debt for. If you are financially strapped and can't afford to buy this right away, then I totally understand. I'm not saying to you, go out and buy this right now. You have to have this. You know, Beatle Brad wants you to be a faithful steward of your money and wise and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if the Lord would want you to just go out and buy absolutely every rendition first time out. You know, you may want to take your time and save your money. And then again, you may have the money to where you can blow it. If you can, help Beatle Brad buy his copies. Yeah, but no, I think I will kind of not to get too many more copies. But anyway, and I mean to ramble and go on about that. But I just, Beatle Brad, I'm concerned about you as a viewer. A lot of people won't say that on their channels. I do care for you, and my wife and I, we pray for you, and we're concerned about you and appreciate each and every one of you. So just throwing in a little wisdom there about what to get. So, but anyway, back to this. I don't know how the bootleggers, you know, because lots of times you'll see on eBay, mentioning names, on eBay you'll see box sets or new CDs that have come out. I don't know how many songs or how many different versions they can find of this from bootleggers to make another Revolver to put out on eBay that hasn't been already done on this, because this is, to me, this is the ultimate of this. I mean, it's just, without a doubt, fantastic. The next track that I really, For No One, is really good, because I enjoy lots of times when you get these albums, you get to hear them chatter and get to hear them talking at the beginning or at the end. And I enjoy that because it makes you feel like you're right there in the studio. You feel like you're right there, a part of the whole entire thing. And that is just fantastic, because that makes you sort of feel like, okay, I'm right here in the studio with them. And that's just great to enjoy this box set. So let me set that down. Yeah, so that was neat in the beginning. And with this, I don't know, a lot of people have already shown this, and I'm not going to go through it, but it's just fantastic, of a hardbound book. And it describes, it goes through all of the songs and kind of gives you a description and talks about each and every one of these. And your bird can sing, that's the one I was just talking about. To be totally honest with you, I have not read any of this yet. I'm still taking in the music, and I like listening to it several times, different ways. And you know, maybe you're that way too, to where you want to listen to it you know, with headphones or without headphones. And I'm Only Sleeping was another fantastic track. John really wanted to sound like he was half asleep, I think, when he was doing that. So that was kind of neat. But it's kind of a great album, like I said. And if you buy this on album or if you buy it on CD, I don't think you can go wrong with either one. I think one is just a different preference over another. Maybe the vinyl might be a little better, sounding. Excuse me. I think that is pretty darn neat. The vinyl, I enjoyed. I'm glad to see vinyl is still strong and alive and going. That's just great. Really, really is. So, like I said, I'm not going to go through each and every track. I'm just kind of leaving it open to you, my viewers, and to those of you that have not seen my channel before. Kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of think outside the box and say, well, yeah, maybe I'll pick this up. So, you know, comment down below. Let me know. Have you picked this up? Or are you just going to pass this one by and say, yeah, just Revolver's good, but not one of my favorites? And I totally understand, definitely. But also, before I go, this came in the mail after I did my first video, and this is a American publication. But I believe you can find this online, and this has a whole beautiful review of Revolver talking about it. And this is a great magazine, Beatle fan. And like I said, it's got some stuff in here about Revolver and some great pictures also. And that kind of leads me into my next topic of what I wanted to say, saying about this picture and actually my thumbnail. I want to thank Tim Allen. Hey, Tim, how are you doing, my friend? Tim is a great guy. Tim has been in the VC for a long time. And actually, Tim was probably one of my very first videos I started watching. Tim really kind of turned me on to the vinyl community. So Tim is a great, great guy. Tim has a vast knowledge of tons of information that's just blows out of his mind. Anyway, I wish we didn't live so far away. I'd have a great time hanging out with you, Tim, I'm sure. But there's definitely a distance. But anyway, Tim Allen, take a look at his channel. Yeah, I'm trying to get these words out. Tim Allen, take a look at his channel and watch him. He's fantastic. But he was the instrumental person who kind of helped me in my thumbnail. I was looking for an alternative picture that I used for my thumbnail. So thank you, Tim. Appreciate your help in that. That's kind of long-winded for a thank you, wasn't it? So anyway, you guys need to go and I need to go. So because there's so much stuff we need to do and get done. But I thank you very much for watching my review and just talking about this incredible, incredible album, Revolver. Absolutely fantastic. So let me know down below. Have you already gotten your box set? And if you have, which one did you get? Did you get the CDs or the single vinyl or the deluxe box set or picture disc? I've got that, you know. So comment down below. And if you're not a viewer or a subscriber to my channel, hey, it's Beatle Brad and you need to be a part of my channel. Definitely. I would love to have you come along, and it's absolutely free to watch and enjoy without commercials. Don't get me started on commercials. But anyway, thank you so very much for tuning in. And to my older subscribers, thank you so very much. I appreciate, and I really do read your comments. There are no comments that are just sloughed over. I do read each and every one of them. And a lot of you, I look forward to hearing from, because it's become, a lot of you have been on my channel for a couple of years now, to where, golly, it's almost like having pen pals and friends and all that kind of stuff worldwide. So if you don't comment, I wonder where you are, and I hope you're okay. So thank you so very much for watching, for my older subscribers. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so very much for watching. And I've got a lot more to come. I've got so much more to come. And I'm just into my solo albums and a lot more of that to come. But anyway, stay tuned. Definitely. And as I say on my channel, I'm out of here. Take care, everybody. See you on the next fun video.